guys don't wear white. They don't wear white. They don't wear white. They don't wear white.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Breakfast and BS with Vince and friends. I'm your co-host Vincent Arrein. With me is my co-host, my friend, my compatriot Sergio Sanchez, and we got producer Virgil. Yes, he gets a title.
Yay, producer.
You know, we're just gonna share a little bit of our lives with you and morning breakfast conversation. We're here at, what's it, the Jewel of the Hills in La Mesa, California, at our favorite restaurant for morning breakfast, Cinefantes, where they treat us oh so right here. Come by and get a big boot of beer. So, you know, I think we'd like to start off this week with, what was it? A week of...
We'd like to start off usually our shows with what sucked this week. So we're going to go around the table and talk about our suckage.
Sergio, would you like to start us off?
This week has been interesting, as all weeks are. I can't say anything particularly that has been bothering me. It's a lot of long-term stuff that's been bothering me. Trying to get a loan, cash out refi on my house to take care of some business expenses. It's taking a lot longer. You know what I mean? It just seems like in this world sometimes the more it's like, hey, you have money problems, huh? No problem. Just give us more money that you don't have. We'll solve all your money problems. So I don't know. But like I said, before, I'm just happy to be here. Sunday here, and a little bit rainy, which is kind of nice to switch here for San Diego, and sharing our time with you guys here. Nothing too new to complain about. Just a lot of the same crap. Maybe I'll get back into some of that stuff once my brain starts working on it.
All right, Virg.
Well, just a small little thing. I woke up this morning and kind of shuffled around, get ready for the day, and then I walk out the door. I put my slippers on, and I forget something in the bedroom. Come back, slippers in front of the door. Open up the door. There's something on my slippers, and like, babe, what's that? And then so it turns out our cat threw up on my slippers, and then I looked down the hall. There's some more over there. So he's just adjusting some medicine that he got for
all the places.
If you want to know the diagnosis, it has something to do with anal glands. So anyway,
What are you doing to your cat's anal?
Gland.
No, so it's so funny because we milk cat spray, so they have these special glands to mark their places. So they have.
So do you cheese?
So since he's neutered, it's not really into play, so they can actually get infected and all that type of yummy stuff. But the really funny thing is when I went to take him to the vet on Tuesday, our doctor's of the swings the other way, and he's very fidgety, like a flamey fidgety, and I have nothing against anyone like that at all, or anything.
Like, where's a Ric Flair road kind of flamey, or
kind of like that, yeah. Well, anyway, so it was all these funny positions, just clutching his pearls and things like that, But
Imaginary pearls, I hope.
Yeah. Yes. So anyway, and so I probably counted on my hands maybe 10 or 12 times he said anal glands. It's just
anal gland.
So
anyway, anal gland.
But I told this story to everybody, and it's pretty funny. It's just you expect a doctor to be pretty professional and stand straight and be cordial, but he was a little comfortable with me, and so I wasn't a really sucky thing. Was just
why is it so comfortable with you, Virgil?
All right.
That gorgeous head of hair.
For the record, we love the days. We have a lot of friends and family.
Yeah, I have friends.
Yeah. So
nothing
wrong
we
with
love them emotionally, not other way. I like that straight. I may look like a bear. I am not. I have put many female person through community college. Many single mother put them through community college.
Yet, very attractive to the
A certain community.
yes. Okay.
God bless your soul, man. So you're doing God's way.
All right. What? I really don't have like any major thing to complain about the week. I had a good week. I'd like to think. You know.
It's a good indication when you're
Yeah.
just not a complete shitbag.
You know, I have like little stresses. You know, of course, still dealing with unemployment. I had a job interview on Friday at what the hell? The donut factory or donut shop, whatever the hell it's called in downtown. You know that. That's great. I don't remember the name of the place I interviewed for. Anyways, and you know, so I hope I hear back. I haven't yet. So you know, I hope I hear back tomorrow. If not, I'm just gonna move on. You know, and you know, just little things. You know, I got all the balls off my car, so you know that's yay me from the tree.
Okay. Tree balls.
Tree balls, yes.
Bit of a
Yeah.
backstory. You know,
Yeah,
last
bit
week.
of a backstory. Everybody's giving me shit because I parked under a tree and a bunch of like leaves and berries or whatever the hell fell from the tree and basically bukkakied my car.
I believe the analogy that was used last week was when Vince mentioned about his car looking the way it did. He said I parked under a tree, and I think I said where? Jurassic Park.
Yes. My car was the little Asian girl in the middle of the bukkake video. And just that while eating. Virgil.
In this case, it's not the small Asian girl; it's the big American, muscle bound.
I don't want to think that way because that only no, not going there.
Vince's car is a rather large, and in charge charger, so I'm in a difficulty,
Yeah, America.
with his analogy. But, okay, will be brought up more than once, I'm sure, at this table.
Yeah, so just little stresses. I'm okay. I'm better this week than I was last week.
Yeah, seems like it. It feels.
Feel a little more optimistic. A little for myself. Some friends, I don't know. I worry about. But
That's for another podcast.
that's for another day. So we can say it to his face. Just ambush him. Jokes. All right. So.
In agreement with that. Okay. So
we-
I see that Vince has some topics he wants to discuss, and I think that we had mentioned about something last night, and then he said, "Let's hold it for the podcast." So here we go.
All right. Through the week, I start going on little tangents for friends that know me on certain things. So here's a couple. Just have a nice little quiet discussion about.
Soapboxes.
So I may be on a soapbox. I don't know. I'm a big boy, so it has to be a big soapbox. But that's beside the point.
Or two.
Dick. Can't just be a big box. Has to be. Oh no, you're a 2. What the hell? That's just. No. Yeah. Blame the guy with size 15 feet. That's fine. And for the record, that does not mean anything. I want to set that myth straight. So, just. Alright, I want to start off at the top. Kevin Smith. Alright?
I'll add to this.
I love Clerks. I love his Jay and Silent Bob movies. Those hold a special place in my heart. But who freaking died and made that man king of the nerds? Alright? Every time, something nerdy, it's Kevin Smith. And I just find him to be like one of the biggest D-bags around. I don't know, just the way he acts, the way he talks. I'm forced to see a shit ton of advertisements for his shitty fucking show on AMC called Comic Book Men. And I'm sorry. You're not that cool. You're not that funny. Yes, okay, you're a geek. I get it. You only have hockey jerseys. But, the fact that you're all of a sudden the be-all, end-all. Okay, You've written some great comic books. You've also not finished some comic books. Daredevil Bullseye. I'm just saying, I invested some money in that. I mean, cover price, but still, that's money. You know. And I'm just... Who died and made you Grand Poobah? Do you get to wear the water buffalo hat when we're not around? Like, do you go out on stage when you're on your talking events doing this with the Night of Kevin Smith? I'm sorry, you know, just because you haven't made a good movie since... What the hell was it? Clerks 2? And you had to make a Clerks 2 because nothing else you do freaking gets any attention? But that's telling you something. Guess what? Okay, great. You changed cinema with your pop culture references. Somebody would have done it sooner or later. You know, the fact that all these freaking nerds are just going, oh, I'm drinking up everything he does, even though I only pay attention to freaking what he did in the past. Where were you for Red State? Where were you for anything else? I mean, I'm just... No, I don't buy it. I don't enjoy it. You're not the be-all, end-all for me, pal. Okay, oh, you made Jay and Silent Bob's secret stash in New Jersey. Great, you bought a comic book shop. That's not my Graceland. You know, when Stan Lee dies, I might be laying roses at his grave. I'm not gonna lie. God bless you, Stan. You're the man. Everybody knows this. But you're not. You're no Stan Lee. You're no Stan Lee. There, I said it. It's been said.
I actually want to add on to that because, yeah, I mean, the way he carries himself, nowadays, I mean, granted, he had some hits. I actually really, really enjoyed Dogma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I did.
But, I mean, it's sort of true because, like, the thing is, when you have someone who's riding on the coattails of their own work, which is fine, but then you don't have to be a douche about it. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's kind of like, oh, look at me, and it's like, it gets tiring after a while. It's because you're not the bee's knees of everyone's world, so. Just know there's things around you that makes the world go around, not that doesn't revolve around you.
Yeah, I am just gonna put this out there and say that we're gonna have some topics where not everybody has a lot to say. In this case, it's gonna be me. I find myself hugely, wildly indifferent towards Kevin Smith. I do appreciate a good film. I did enjoy Dogma, Clerks, and I understand the contribution societally, but I think that the one thing that I can say is I think we have this trend, in this country lately, where I call it the Kanye Westification of, where you make one good. Something that makes noise, regardless if it's a movie, a song, something that makes the Twitter trends or whatever, and all of a sudden, the egos come into play, and it's if you're truly an artist, if you're truly, a musician, it doesn't matter if it makes headlines. You're gonna do what you love. You're going to make the films that you want to make, regardless of whether or not they make any money. Because, that's the whole point, is you're trying to... If it happens to make money, great. But if it doesn't, it just should be, if it does make money, that's no excuse for you to think of yourself as the second coming. You know what I mean? Whenever it comes to any specific genre. Because for every one with Kevin Smith, there's so many other aspiring, filmmakers who have something to say, too. And they should all be. Everyone should be given their shot.
So a shot should be a filter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, all right, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We've had enough.
You leave Kanye out of that. That man is the rebirth of Jesus.
Oh Lord. And don't touch anything that Bowie.
Yes, please. I think that's probably the one rant.
He's the rebirth of Bowie. He is the reincarnation before David Bowie even died.
Oh, the sarcasm.
Don't get me wrong. I love you, Kanye. I love your music, Kanye.
Yeah.
You batshit crazy. Somebody needs to tell you, just chill out.
You need to dial it down.
Where's your friend that says, man, why the hell you freaking just just take a chill pill. Just
I
Just dial it
think that's
back.
the problem. You know what I mean? It's probably just surrounded by yes men, and Kevin Smith probably is surrounded by a lot of yes
Oh,
men
yeah,
too.
definitely.
And that's the thing. It's like, yeah, you go, Kevin Smith. You tell the world about how you're the greatest freaking thing since sliced bread. You know?
And I will probably in a later podcast go off on Johnny Depp. But I know some people like Johnny Depp.
you leave Tonto alone.
After a certain point, I can't stand it.
We've reached saturation, I
Yeah.
think.
All right, next topic.
All right, so our producer Virgil is in a very wonderful, great Smiths Morrissey cover band, tribute band.
What happened?
You know, I love it. I love it. And I was at a show last night, and I had a great time. But I want to talk about a Smith song that drives me up the wall, and that's How Soon Is Now. I got nothing against the song. I'm just tired of it. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Every time the Smiths are used for something, it's always How Soon Is Now. And they are so much more than that. They are so much more than fucking one song that was used for an Aaron Spelling TV show. And it kills me just because whenever I hear the radio, I mean, who listens to the radio anymore? We thank you for spending your time listening to me ramble. And
Not really radio, so it's podcast, so yeah.
either
Yeah,
way,
I get it.
you're listening to me.
Yeah.
You're choosing that over what you could be listening to. So,
Ads.
so you know, if you want to help support me, that's fine. Help support the show. But anyways, you know, it's just so much better songs than How Soon Is Now, and it kills me that they're pretty much forced to at almost every occasion to sing that damn song. And there are times when he looks at me and they don't do the set and do that in their set, and I'm the most happiest man in the world because they're getting to better songs. And then, you know, it just other bands too had that from that era are just regaled to one song or two songs when they're really so much more. I mean, you think of The Cure, usually they just play Boys Don't Cry or Just Like Heaven, which are great songs. But, you know, I enjoy In Between Days. I enjoy Love Cats.
We're barely scratching the surface of there.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, or Depeche Mode. All you hear is freaking Reach Out and Touch Faith. And it's just so much more. So much more.
I think it's just societally. You know what I mean? It's just like I said, it's the Twitterification, I guess, or I don't even
Yeah.
know. You know, where if it's a song that makes headlines.
But I'm just saying, in a day when music is so available and so ready,
Yeah. So free flowing, right? Compared to
but you know,
before.
the radio stations and TV stations are just sticking to the same formats. You know, if you're gonna play this song, or if we're gonna play this band, you only play this song. When really everybody's looking up every other song from them now instead of just the one. Why not just try to spread the love, see what works, throw it up against the wall, see what happens. Maybe something beautiful comes out of it. Maybe you're like, hey, I like that song so much more. Open your mind, read a book, do something, just explore.
Well, broadcast radio is just like cable television. You know what I mean? If it doesn't meet a certain formula, so many shows we've seen just.
But see,
you know what I mean?
but cable television now is catching on though. They're showing so much more new content, better content. You know,
It is, but how many good shows had to get canceled?
Yeah, no, it's true.
And how many good
It's
shows
true.
continue to get canceled?
It's
in
true.
favor of, you know, drivel. You know what I mean?
Yes, they're doing the same. Some stations are doing the same little schlock, but some people are like, no, we got to step it up thanks to things like Netflix and Hulu and all that.
AMC, kudos to you, AMC.
Yeah.
Good point. Well, to speak on on Vince's part on that particular song, and this is of course, you know, and being the front man of this band, you know, we are a tribute band. Also, let me make the distinction between cover bands and tribute bands. Cover bands play a bunch of songs from different artists, whereas a tribute band only plays songs from one particular artist. Anyway,
Thank you, Virgil. I always actually wondered about that.
so the thing is that when you are a tribute band, people expect you to play the popular songs, and then when we do insert B-sides or something like that, but really good B-sides, you know, and that satisfies us. But you know, but after a point, you know, I mean, even Morrissey himself, you know, he gets tired of playing the same songs probably, and he inserts his. Although, you know, you'll have an audience who's either really familiar with it or not familiar with it at all, and you know, and a lot of times you can see the disappointment on his face when people don't recognize a new song, because he, you know, it's like, okay, I'm an artist, I'm not a, you know, jukebox, you know, and that is, you know, the son of an artist as someone who's trying to make money.
Yeah.
And someone who wants to make money will play the same damn songs over and over and over and over. And I'm not saying I'm not trying to make money, or I'm doing it for the sole purpose. I'm not doing it for the sole purpose of money. I'm actually doing it to make people happy, who've grown up with the music, who it meant something to their lives, especially for me, because it had a lot of personal meaning, especially growing up in those adolescent days and early adulthood, because, you know, that defined, or it helped me out of a lot of horrible places in my life. And just listening to lyrics that, you know, hey, I feel the same. Cool, I feel better. Not so alone anymore. And that's the reason why I do it. I mean, and I can give you more definitions of why this band exists, because if we were just doing the circuit of like, oh, we're gonna do it here, we're gonna do it here, we're gonna do this House of Blues, we're gonna do this, that's not the point. That's not the point for me. And I think that's why we've lasted so long. I'm not a douchebag booker. Who just will scam people for money and not give them what they want. But, you know, the band life is actually, you know, very satisfying for me, because when people sing along and I don't sing at all, I mean, that means we're doing something good. So.
And you're saving your voice.
And I'm saving my voice, yeah. But in any case, I enjoy it. Although, to come back to Vince's point, yes, that song, I look at him like, I'm sorry. I just give him that my sorry face when if we start to play it, he just kind of sits there and he bears it as a good trooper, a good friend, and he's welcome to leave the room, you know, if he wants, or go to the bathroom.
I usually feel so awkward because I'm like right up front. Usually you gotta fight the crowd to get up there. I just happen to be hanging out with you the whole damn time until you go up on stage, so I'm already up there and I'm like, I'm stuck.
Yeah,
I'm stuck.
Yeah, but it's great. I actually agree with him, but that's why we try to stick in some other songs in there. So that's it.
I think we have a kind of touching on a good theme this week in terms of pop culture and music, which is, you know, if you truly love something and you're in it not because you're trying to make money, you're gonna put it out there and you're gonna appreciate. You know, the true fans of any band are going to appreciate everything, the B-sides, specifically because they don't get as much spin. You know, I know for me, I love music too. I'm particularly a fan of grunge. The 90s was a weird time for me, you know, and a lot of people. So, you know, I listen to a lot of Pearl Jam. I listen to a lot of Jerry Cantrell, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, and the stuff that I like to listen. I mean, everybody know, you think of Soundgarden, everyone thinks of Black Hole Sun. Not
a one-trick pony.
You know, yeah, exactly.
No, I mean,
not the greatest, you know, everyone, Alice in Chains, Rooster, right? I mean, great song, don't get me wrong, but there is so much more there. And if you're just willing to expose yourself to that, and like Vince says, there's so many avenues for you now to explore. If you only know one song from your alleged favorite band, you're doing yourself a disservice. You know what I mean? Dig a little deeper. You have, you know, the ability now to truly explore. You know, there's really no reason why, you know, you can't expose yourself.
Let me add this in. I asked a friend. I said, did you like David Bowie? I said, what was your favorite song? Well, I liked him in Labyrinth.
Dance, magic, dance.
Yeah, but no. That is not what David Bowie's known for.
What kind of magic spell do you use?
Thank you, Vince.
Yeah, anyway.
It's a good song.
Yes, it is a great song. I'm just saying, is that's not what, I mean, that may be what Bowie's been known for the, you know, the
80s generation?
80s generation, millennials.
Oh, little China girl. Okay, 80s may not have been his best time.
No, but still, you know, he had
he had some jams in the 80s.
Reinvented himself.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So to wrap it up, Kevin Smith, quit being a douche. Go out there and explore life. Explore pop culture. If you say you love something, learn more than one song. Go read their autobiography or Wikipedia page. I don't know. It's your journey. Enjoy life, and we'll help you have a good time. I'd like to thank Sergio Sanchez and our producer Virgil Senpai-Lo. You can check out Sergio Sanchez at facebook.com/Sergio Sanchez.
Sure.
And you don't have to check me out at all. So.
Check it. Hit up Virgil's band, Still Ill, on Facebook. Look them up. Was it Still Ill San Diego?
San Diego's Tribute to Smiths and Morrissey.
Yeah. Go check them out. And you can find me on Facebook at /Vincent Arreguin, ARREGUIN, or look me up on Instagram or Twitter at Maldacilo1904. Thanks for stopping by. I'll get the check.